What is AI actually, and should you be afraid of it? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is so you can sound very, very smart when you talk to other people. Also, we are hearing about it more and more. Like, why? What happened? Some of the places that we're hearing about it, and we're hearing about it everywhere, is our phones, our doctor's office, Netflix, everything. It's on and on, Amazon. But here's what I hear from people every day. I still don't really know what it is. Today, that changes. I'm going to simply lay it all out for you. When did you first hear about AI? Drop me a comment and tell me when you first heard about AI. I can tell you in my situation, I have 2 sons in tech, so it made it a little bit easier for me to hear about it. But still, when my son told me about ChatGPT, it took me a while. He's like, Mom, use it. Mom, use it. So I finally used it and I'm like, wow. I know a lot of you are using it now. Now we're going to go to the simplest definition of what AI is. AI is artificial intelligence, which is a machine that can do tasks we used to think only humans could do. For example, my car can drive itself. So specifically, what is happening is AI can learn, it can recognize patterns, it can make decisions, and it understands language. And these were the real game changers on how it got accelerated. There's 2 types of AI. One is narrow AI. It does one thing very well, like Spotify recommending songs, YouTube suggesting videos, even your spam filters or GPS routing. And that's what we kind of got used to. But then there's generative AI. That's what's new for us as far as we can see. It creates new things. Text, images, voice, code, big one. And some examples are ChatGPT, Claude, and Midjourney. That's it. Everything in the news right now is one of those 2 things. What was your moment when you realized AI was real? And you're like, was it a ChatGPT conversation? Like, when was it? I'd like to know. Drop it in the comments. You already use AI. You just didn't know it. You wake up, your smart alarm analyzes your sleep cycles, wakes you in the lightest sleep phase. You check your phone. AI face recognition. You open Instagram or YouTube, and every single post in your feed, AI decided you should see it. If you get a Google summary now on your searches, there's a summary at top. That's just AI accumulating the different links and information on them and synthesizing it for you. But things like ChatGPT are doing that on a much bigger spectrum. Half of people now recognize they use AI daily. I'd say almost everyone is using it and don't know it. So if you even know you're using it, good job. If you don't, you're going to get educated. Why all of a sudden are we talking about it so much? That's the thing I'm going to help you realize, because how it actually works has exponentially changed recently. And I'm going to give you the non-tech version of this. The old way was programming. You had old computers where programmers wrote every rule. If this, then that. But in the real world, there's infinite situations or infinite solutions to some things. You can't write a rule for everything. Alexa is a perfect example. My kids try to ask Alexa for things and Alexa doesn't know. Or Alexa gives the wrong answer because she hasn't been programmed in this way. She's using an old model. And that's kind of frustrating, and now we're getting used to the language model. If you give someone a cookbook and say, here's how you cook, but if something's not in the book, how do you know? Well, these language models can pull from millions, I don't know how many millions and millions and millions of data. The new, better, crazy, amazing way is machine learning. Instead of rules, you show the AI millions of examples. Then the AI finds patterns on its own patterns humans didn't even know to look for. The more examples, the better it gets. It literally learns. The newest wave is generative AI. Trained on billions of pages of text, images, and conversations. Let's learn how language works, how ideas connect, how humans explain things. I find this truly remarkable, to the degree that ChatGPT can actually give me a validation for what I'm feeling and give me solutions. That's really advanced. That's very, very different if you think about it. And it can generate new text, new images, new answers. So there's an intelligence, there's a reasoning. It's not just using old information, it's generating new answers, not just retrieving stored ones. Now, my Alpha Gen son can easily spot AI, like an AI video. He's like, Mom, that's an AI video. Oh, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. But soon we won't be able to tell the difference. And that's where a lot of people get scared, because someone could take your likeness and put it on something else, and that could be scary. Generative AI doesn't think like you do. It predicts what comes next based on patterns extremely well and unbelievably fast. Unbelievable. I cannot believe how I can put such a complex question or even series of complex questions in a ChatGPT and it instantly gives me the answer. Unbelievable. So in 2025, what happened that was different is AI learned how to reason. Wow. It learned how to slow down, check its work, and consider multiple angles. Old AI, a reflex. If then that. New AI deliberates before answering. That's the leap that happened in the last 2 years. And it keeps getting more and more sophisticated. Now, last year was when companies really started rolling this out. And you started seeing in different companies AI getting more and more mature. I mean, 2 years ago, it was like, wow, we have language models, but now it's unbelievable how fast it's happened. I'm going to give you a quick timeline so you can understand AI and how it got developed. This is how AI got from there to here. In 1950, Alan Turing asked the question, can machines think? That's where it starts. And it's funny, like some people would just say no, but then other people are going to be like, let's push this. By the way, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that accepts things? 6 years later, scientists at Dartmouth officially coined the term artificial intelligence. Still in the 50s. Now, the 60s to the 80s, there was big promises, but very slow progress. Funding would dry up before they could build this out. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue beat the chess champion Kasparov that year. First time a machine beats the best human at something complex. In 2011, IBM's Watson wins Jeopardy against champions. Now AI is starting to understand language. In 2012, there was a deep learning breakthrough. AI suddenly gets dramatically better at recognizing images. In 2016, AlphaGo beats the world's best Go player. Go was supposed to be impossible for AI. And then what's happened in the past few years is 22, 23, when my son was saying get on ChatGPT, and I was like, no, I'll get to it. ChatGPT launched 100 million users in 60 days, and the world changes overnight. And these aren't even the programmers that are using it, building things on top of it. In 2025, last year, AI learned how to reason, not just respond. And the price for accessing it drops dramatically. So what's going to happen, it's still very expensive to use the agent, the type of AI that can go into your different apps and do things for you. It's capable of that. Gemini can do it for you, and Claude can do that for you. But it's very expensive because you use a lot of their tokens to do it. Even that eventually is going to get where it's very affordable. And at that point, then we're all going to start using it all the time. So AI didn't arrive overnight. It was decades of research, failures, and breakthroughs that built this moment. And it feels like it just took off quickly, but there was a lot before that. Now, 70 years of humans working on this, and we get to enjoy it. If this is finally making sense, subscribe. This is exactly the kind of translation I'm doing every week, trying to take hard concepts and make them easy for you so you can lead yourself better. Be informed. You deserve to understand the world you're living in. Next week, we're going to talk about the types of AI in your life and what all this means for you. We're going to dig into how you can actually use this stuff for yourself. Until then, let me know how it's going. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.
See ya.